G'day and welcome to episode 141 of Trent365. Today is Friday the 20th of April. I was watching a movie last night and there was a scene where a guy was on his farm driving his John Deere tractor. And I thought to myself as I saw that, is this an example of dead brand walking? And what I mean by that, of course, is a brand that's just not going to be around for very much longer. A brand that, say, your grandkids will probably never know what it was. Because John Deere, over the last almost 200 years or so, has established themselves as a leader in that segment, which is farm and agricultural machinery. But with all the advances in self-driving technology and robotics, as an example, how many people in the next 20 or 50 years are going to be on their farms driving their John Deere tractors? My guess is probably not many. Now, of course, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the death of the John Deere company, because, of course, they can now innovate and become the makers of that machinery, which is probably still going to be needed. But there's a chance that they might, in fact, innovate themselves into obsolescence, at least from a brand perspective. Because one of the things that I think has made John Deere such a strong household brand, if you like, or a household name, if that's the right sort of terminology for this particular brand, is the fact that they've established themselves really as the right-hand man to the man on the land. That's not a bad slogan. Maybe they could use that. And again, in the future, I just don't think there's going to be that many men on the land that need that kind of right-hand man. At least not that brand, anyway. What do you think? That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. You can subscribe on iTunes, Google Play Store, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and we're now on Radio Public as well. Or you can just follow along on the social streams. And I'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.